We begin with a broken promise. This glowing golden thread was supposed to be a flawless guide, but oversight forces have already snuffed it out. It's dimming entirely into a dead, root-like gray, leaving an unerasable smudge on the crystal ledger. Their first attempt at perfect magic is gone. For Vulcan, the smith, this failure provides a blueprint. He sees value in the catastrophe because it reveals the exact mechanism the city uses to attack anomalies. To build a defense, you first have to watch the system die. But Larina, the Oracle, is focused on the human cost. The baker who trusted this light is now stranded in the dark. He didn't just lose a map, he lost his faith in a solution that vanished the moment things got difficult. A rigid design is a fragile one. If the magic cannot survive a single point of failure, its initial perfection is irrelevant. It was effectively broken before it was even deployed. While the pillars debate, the baker is circling the same 3 streets in a panic. The bread he's carrying is cooling, and his daughter is waiting for the only medicine that can reach her. The pillars realize that a simple, vulnerable path is a death sentence in Gearhaven. They shift their focus to building a lantern, a construct designed to expect and navigate through active interference. Success is no longer about finding a clear road. It's about engineering a system that can outlast the malice of the city itself. Lorena starts by isolating the baker's core drive. He doesn't need street names. He needs the warmth of his delivery to reach the person he loves. By focusing on that intent, the magic gains a fixed point that doesn't change when the environment does. Kesh isn't drawing roads. He's plotting cold spots where inspectors have erased paths. By mapping enemy activity, invisible patrol routes take shape. The lantern dynamically recalculates, treating absences as physical walls, constantly shifting the baker's route to thread the needle between zones of interference. In this environment, the only way to move forward is to integrate the enemy's presence into the map itself. To test the new design, Vulcan intentionally shatters the thread. He knows a system will fail if it tries to ignore its own history. It needs a protocol to reconcile the memory of being whole with the reality of being broken. This crystal page illustrates the Sentinel's contribution. She refuses to erase the smudge from the ledger. Instead, she engraves a glowing perimeter around the damage. This is the act of witnessing. It ensures the nature of the attack is permanently recorded and understood. The Weaver then stitches the memory of that recorded scar into the lantern's core. The magic is now trained to recognize an attack as it happens, using its own history as an early warning system. Vulcan encases this resilient thread in a dark metal frame. It isn't pretty, but when he drops it into the world, it manifests at the baker's feet as a solid physical weight. Resilience is the sum of every recorded scar. By acknowledging every vulnerability, the lantern ensures that no future attack can happen in secret. The test comes in a narrow courtyard. A gray inspector corners the baker and reaches out with a gloved hand. One clean snip severs the light, and for a moment the area falls into total darkness. But the cut triggers an immediate chain reaction. The ledger marks the attack. The memory core holds on to the baker's intent, and the map identifies a hidden drain as the only remaining exit. The lantern's frame automatically detaches from its handle and rolls under the courtyard gate. On the other side, out of the inspector's reach, it reignites. The system succeeded because it didn't try to be unbreakable. It used an autonomous protocol to recover from a hit that would have been fatal to any other design. The baker follows the light through the drain and reaches his home. The bread is still warm. He realizes the lantern didn't just show him a path, it adapted to keep his promise when he was at his most vulnerable. His daughter notices the blue cracks in the glass. Those scars aren't defects. They are the record of the lantern remembering what it was for, even when the city tried to make it forget. But the residue from that cut doesn't just disappear. It leaves a faint trail leading away from the house, descending past the cellars and the sewers into a region of the city that isn't on any map. Here is the heart of the grind, the loom. It is a colossal automated engine made of millions of shuttles, all weaving a uniform gray tapestry that dictates the life of every citizen in Gearhaven. By helping one baker find his way, the pillars have introduced an anomaly into this perfect pattern. The loom has identified the disruption, and it is already moving to prune the error.